क्या क्या बात है।
मैं जिनको कंट्रीब्यूट करता हूँ, टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया हो गया, इंडिया टुडे हो गया, हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स हो गया, मीडिया हो गया, वो लोग फिर इन्हीं आर्टिकल्स के साथ में उनके वीडियोस, उनका इंस्टाग्राम की चीजें यूज करते हैं। तो फिर इस चीज को आप
I think Alia will get a more serious note, but I'm saying, you know, मैं मुंबई में पला बड़ा हूँ, हम इंडस्ट्री में बहुत बड़े हैं। All of you guys are family. ऐसा कुछ लीगल रूट हमको लेने की कोई नौबत नहीं है, ज़रूरत नहीं है। हम जब आप लोगों को बुलाते हैं और आपसे विनती करते हैं, आप लोग सुनते हो, जैसे आप लोग कुछ चाहिए हमसे हम देते हैं। So it's not something, I think we all work together on we give our words to each other. ऐसा नहीं कि इस पे हम केस कर देंगे, उस पे केस कर देंगे। अगर आज हमने आप सबको बुलाया, हमें विनती करें कि यार इट्स फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ अ चाइल्ड, इट माइट साउंड लाइक अ वेरी प्रिविलेज्ड प्रॉब्लम, आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट, बट वी आर ट्राइंग एज पेरेंट्स हाउ मच वी कैन टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर चाइल्ड। जितना कर सकते करेंगे। अब देयर आर फ्यू, आज क्या टुडे एनीबॉडी विद अ कैमरा फोन कैन डू एनीथिंग एंड पोस्ट इट एंड यू नो इट कैन स्प्रेड लाइक वाइल्ड फायर। तो वो हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है। आप लोग हमारे फैमिली जैसे, तो आप हमारे कंट्रोल में, हम आपको बोल सकते हैं, विनती कर सकते हैं, तो यू कैन हेल्प अस अचीव दिस। बट आई डोंट नो देयर इज एनी अदर रूट दैट वी आर।
टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन, आई थिंक जो आपने कहा है इट्स करेक्ट concern, and like Ranbir is saying, we don't want to push any sort of like action, but if somebody is repeatedly not adhering, we will be left with no option.
जैसे मुझे याद है कुछ महीने पहले हम आलिया मेरे बैठक में, उसकी बैठक में बैठी थी एंड किसी ने बिल्डिंग में जाके फोटोग्राफ की जा रहा था, वो एक साल पहले। वो तो बहुत गलत बात है। सो ऑब्वियसली आलिया said something on social media and she spoke to the editor of the, well, I don't know who spoke to that time on Times of India, but that was wrong. We now वो एक लाइन है, you can't cross, आप घर के अंदर ऐसे शूट नहीं कर सकते। I understand we are actors and there is some kind of curiosity about an actor's life, but वो एक लाइन है that you cannot cross. So that I understand. Beyond that, honestly, आप सब you all are very respectful. I have known you all for now 17 years. known you all for so many years, and if you just speak to you all, ये हो जाता है. It's just as simple and casual as this.
It's a daily work in progress. I mentioned this before. I mentioned it on the podcast as well that I once a week do also have therapy, talk therapy that really helps me just clear my mind. On a daily basis, because of what ADHD and anxiety as well, I find myself in various moments where my emotions are getting the better of me and they're kind of taking over perhaps the physical, the moment in that time. It's not like I am somebody who's deep into meditation or so. I'm not being able to stick to any of those things. But sometimes just being aware of your own internal processes and your internal, I think, transitions, that these things might trigger you, this thing might make you feel a certain way. Just knowing that, acknowledging it to yourself, helps you get through a bad moment, or I wouldn't say a bad moment, a difficult moment, and of course support definitely helps, talking about it definitely helps, and taking time out. In fact, there is this book, I have to mention this over here, that there's this book that I am reading right now to Raha called the Emotions book, okay, that really is very simply explaining to children what emotions are. When I read that book to her, it's actually like I'm also reading it to myself. Because sometimes it's important to remind yourself of the different sort of highs and lows that a human can experience and how it's very normal for you to feel that way. So just a daily reminder sometimes also helps.
We all have been waiting for Brahmastra 2 as well. Like what's happening on that front?
Government War is something which is, I think, every actor's dream, to work with brilliant actors like Alia and Vicky, and to be directed under the master Sanjay Bansali. I worked with him 17 years ago, Hemish, and to work with him again, I can say this with so much of clarity that I haven't met a human being who works so hard, who understands characters, emotions, music, Indian culture, Indian value system as much as Sanjay Bansali. And just to be on his set, it is tiring, it is long, the process can be a little daunting, but eventually as artists, it is so satisfying because I think he really nurtures art, you know, and as actors, it's really been truly amazing so far. Brahmastra 2 is something that Ayan has been nurturing as a dream for a very long time. Brahmastra, the entire story of Brahmastra, as you guys know, he's currently working on War 2. And once the film releases, he's going to start the pre-production on Brahmastra 2. It's definitely happening. We haven't really announced much of it, but there will be some interesting announcements coming regarding Brahmastra 2.
Actually, we are shooting a lot of nights right now. So we shoot it, we work at night, and then we are mom and dad in the day. So it's a very interesting combination. But really, because we shoot at night, and the reason I mentioned that is because we also made Gangubai mostly shot at night. It really becomes like your own world. There's no distraction, there's no, quite literally, there's no noise, there's no sound. It's just us. And every day when we go to set, we sit and discuss the scene, and it's, with Sanjay sir, being back on set with him, he just makes you feel like when you come on set that 100% is just the beginning. You have to give way more than that, and you want to because of how much he gives. And discussing each and every scene is a key scene. This scene is very important. So you go into that knowing that no day on set is going to just be like a chilling day. You're there, you're giving your 100%, but we're having a blast. We're having a great time, and it's really just a blessing to be working under his guidance and to be working with Vicky and Ranbir, and to see them both together and then all three of us, like it's very fascinating.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.